73 miles south of Nashville, you'll find Lynchburg, Tennessee. It has, to the casual observer, the appearance of just another small town. But it's here, tucked between these hills, where each and every drop of Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey is made. And it's here where there's a story or two to be told by the people who call this place home.
First, my wife and I got married. She wanted to move to town. I'm not a town person. I'm a country fella. So I tried the town for a little while, and I told her, I said, I am bored to death. I have nothing to do. Don't get your feet cut, that right there, you'll never get it off of you. This is my house. And a lot of people thought I was crazy, but this is something I wanted to do. I'd asked my wife where she wanted a new home, where she wanted to live, where our kids are raised. And this, of course, this is where we raised our kids. But anyway, I took a chainsaw and cut out the whole back part of the kitchen and all the way to the bedroom, which is this area here. I cut it all off, all the way to the ground.
Is that the first time you've ever cut out a portion of the house with a chainsaw?
No.
Hey, let me tell you a story about Goose. He caught a guy breaking into his house.
There was a car parked in my driveway. I said, who's that? Dude, what you doing? I said, you got my microwave, you got all my fishing poles, you got all my stuff. I said, you broke in my house. Mister, let me go, please. I said, no, you broke in my house. I said, get out of the car. I tied the dude up.
Big old Goose, he grabbed this guy and he hog-tied him. And the more he got thinking about it, the more he decided, I don't want him to be at my house no more. So he throws him in the back of the pickup truck and drives him up to a store.
I got him out of the pickup. Me and him sat on the front porch of the store up by this rock and he was tied up by. And in about 15 minutes, here comes the investigators. He went to the big house for 5 years.
Yeah, that's Goose. He's crazy.
This is the old mower that we cut hay with, and I used it this morning. Nothing better I like to do than to use a good pair of mules. One mule will be on this side of the tongue, one mule will be on this side of the tongue, and you work them at a pair. A lot of people use horses, but my dad and me, our family use mules. Jake is this one. He's a little ornery. But my dad, he's been gone several years. He used them from the time he was 13 years old. He told me his father died, and he made a crop by himself living with his mother at 13 years old. Wonder what a boy would do with a pair of mules now at 13 years old to make a living. We're talking about making a living.
We do mostly racing around here on Saturday night. We got a track. Race cars, pulling tractors, and go-kart. On a good track, you're probably looking at 55, 60 miles an hour. $220 horsepower, and it doesn't have brakes because your baby weighs 10,000 pounds. So all you gotta do is clutch it and it'll stop.
For years, while working for Jack Daniels, I promoted wrestling. We don't say wrestling in the South, we call it wrestling.
So he's got a chair. Oh, him with the chair.
You have a bad guy, and you have a pretty boy. So see, that way you get all the girls coming to cheer for the pretty boy, and you get their boyfriends coming to cheer for the bad guy.
Oh!
That gentleman, his name is Gypsy Joe. He was a big star in the 70s and the early 80s. He told us one night his goal was, he's 65 at this time, his goal was to actually wrestle and die in the ring while wrestling.
Oh, this is gonna be a barn burner right here.
You know, he'd say, come to my fight Saturday night, Certain's high school. I said, I'll come if you and me can be the main event. But he would never do it.
It's not worth it to me to get in that ring to get Goose to a wrestling match. But had Goose and I got in the ring, I would have went for the knees, because he could have never stood it. There I was, 97.
My name is Frank Bobo. I'm a retired master distiller at Jack Daniel. I was the 5th master distiller.
My name's Claude Eady. I worked for Jack Daniel. I went there in 46. I stayed there 1989.
Claude's a little older than I am. Of course, you can tell that by looks. And he's worked under 5 different master distillers. That's pretty good since, there hadn't been but 5 master distillers. So that only leaves Jack Daniel and Jeff Arnett.
I'm 87 years old now. 87.
We start in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and Claude and I, we always the ones. We started off. If I beat him there, well, the next day he beat me there for 15 minutes. Pretty soon we'd be coming in at 2:30. I said, Claude, we're going to slow us down. Let's go back to 4 o'clock.
Playing together roughly between 30 and 35 years. Right here happened to be the handsomest fellow in the band. Right
Thank you, Will. Thank you very much. Look what a head of hair you got.
Because you got more hair.
Half the people around here, you don't never hear their name called. You always hear the nickname. My son, for instance, they call him Bojo.
They don't know my real name. Everybody calls me Goose out now.
For years, my nickname has been known as Brother.
I'm just a little brother. I'm the brother to listen over here.
Nicknamed Brutus for some reason.
Smut for short. That's all I know.
We got Bulldog, Boss.
The Reverend here.
There's Lion Bill and Cussin' Bill.
We got old Two Fingers here.
They call me Kahuna.
Jaybird, Smooth. So it's Groundhog. I can just go on and on and on right now.
My name is Dick.
I work at the Jack Daniel Distillery, learning making charcoal. We start the fires with 140 proof whiskey.
We compete in a sport called Cowboy Mounted Shooting. It's an association where we go all over the country and compete shooting guns and running patterns.
And it is the fastest growing equine sport in the world today. I'm known as the Jack Daniels Cowboy at our shooting events. And what do they call you?
Mrs. Jack Daniels. At our first shoot.
Old Jack had a saying, every day we make it best we can. And that's the way I look at it.
This picture was made at Jack Daniels Visitor Center, the groundbreaking. I broke it with this pair of mules.
Wanted to do it the same old way we always did it and try not to deviate from it at all. We had what we wanted.
One, two, three.